Hello everyone, and welcome to another review by Emily Illustrator. Today we are going to be reviewing the 96 Real Brush Pens from Arteza. Now I've got them in this handy little case, which you can also get. I'll put the links for everything in the description below. Open it up, and this one is different than the case for the Everblend art markers. It is a different size so that it fits these just a little bit better. So you can see here, they all fit in. There's these Velcros on the side, so you can just pop them open. It makes it real easy when you're looking through all your pens. You can just flip through the different pages. Also, on the top part of this case, you have slots for your water brush pens. So this one here is the Arteza water brush pen, which we are going to use in a little bit. We're going to go over a few different techniques that we can do with the Arteza Real Brush Pens here, including using the water brush. Okay? The other items we are going to be reviewing are these books here. These are perfect for using watercolor. There's 88 pages. They're a watercolor book. They are cold pressed paper. They're dual-sided. But what I love about them, one, it's got the elastic on the outside to help keep it closed. It'd be really great for on the go because they're so small and compact. You open it up inside. It's bound and it's got all of these pages in it. Plus, it's got this little ribbon here so you can mark where you were at last. So we are going to use these books here with the new Real Brush Pens, and we're going to try some different techniques. So normally I would do the color swatch on the review video, but I have a lot of different things I wanted to show you today, so we're just going to go over the colors here so you can take a look at them. So we have a wide range all the way starting from pale peach to noir. There's 96 different colors. So you have your nice range of yellows here moving into your oranges, then you've got your reds, pinks, purples, plenty of blues, loads of different greens, as well as your browns, got some neutrals here, and your grays. So plenty of colors to choose from. We're going to see kind of how to blend some of these colors, different techniques that we can use for these colors. So stick around and we're going to take a look at those. So this is what we are going to use to try out our new pens here. Like I said, it's the cold press paper, but it's a 5.5 by 5.5 inch. So it's fairly small, but it also is perfect if you're just trying out a few different things. So, and look, this is great too. It says, if lost, please return to, so you can put your information in here. So let's go ahead and pull this off. Okay. And these come in a couple different colors on the website as well, so feel free to take a look at these. This one is the tan one. Okay, before we get started, I want to show you a little bit about the pens themselves. So obviously it has Arteza on the barrel, it says Real Brush Pen, and then at the end it has the color name and number, which comes in handy when you are going to swatch all of them, keeping track of what's what. And then you've got your cap on the other end here, where you've got your bristle brush. Okay, first things first, I'm just going to show you how it looks just straight from the marker to paper. No water, no other pens or anything, just straight pen to paper. So you can see we get a nice, bright, vibrant look on this. I mean, just look at how rich that color is. Okay, next we're going to take our current red, just so you can have a different color next to it. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to dip our pen into water and then apply it to the paper. So this will be technique number 2. Okay, so I've got a little cup of water here. I'm going to dip it in the water. Now I have my brush pen is wet. And we're going to color along. So it almost dilutes it on the tip so you can get a little bit of a gradient effect with it. One of the other things you could do if you wanted to create a little bit of a dry texture, we're going to try our pale green here, number 176. Okay. And you can kind of press it on its side, and it kind of splays the tip a little bit, but you can see now we've got the texture of the paper coming through. Alright, what we're going to do next is we are going to take the Arteza water brush that came with the markers, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to apply water, and then we're going to go ahead and use the pen. So let's make sure we got some water coming down through here. Alright, so we're going to apply some water. Okay. Got a little drop little on it, that's okay. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take our Arctic blue here, number 117. Okay. And look at that, it just fills the water already. Now you're getting a bit of a lighter look on it, and this is a lighter color too. Maybe we'll try a darker color next to it. All right, now we're going to use water and the markers to see how you can blend two colors. It's kind of like what we did here, but we're going to do it slightly different over here. So let's lay down a little bit of water. Don't need too much. And it'll work well too with two colors that are similar to each other if you're trying to get that kind of easy gradient if you're doing like something like a flower. So we're going to lay down a little bit of water. Here's another technique you can use. We're going to do it with a little bit bigger space here. First, you're going to want to lay down a little bit of water here, okay? Pretty decent sized space. It's like inch by an inch or inch by an inch and a half. Big enough space here, okay? Then we're going to take, let's see, we're going to use forest green this time, all right? A132. We are going to add little dots of water, and you can see that the water is expanding a little bit to create almost a little dotted pattern. So you can feel free to experiment with that. You could do larger spaces, you could do full designs, so that's kind of a neat way to use the water and the ink. Okay, now this last technique that we're going to do, it's probably one that a lot of people, we're using the water brush pen first. A lot of people that maybe have used watercolors probably already know this. But in case you didn't know that this would work with these, also, I wanted to show you real quick. So it's kind of neat. So we're going to lay down some water. Then we are going to use Orchid Purple. Okay, if you want, you can add just a tiny bit more water. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we are actually going to add a little bit of salt to this. Not a ton, but a little bit, and we're just going to let this sit for a minute. One of the other things you can do is you can use a palette to blend and make new colors. So for instance, I'm going to use Current Red. And you can use it just as you would paint. So there's Current Red. And now I'm going to grab Honey. I'm going to blend that in with it. Now we've got kind of a nice rich orange color. So what we can do now is we can take this color, can even dip it in a little bit of water, and now we've created an entirely new color. So let's go ahead and test this out on one of Johanna's new pages from her new downloadable mini book, Flourish. I printed this out on a 80-pound cold press cardstock. We've been testing everything out on the 5.5 by 5.5, 110-pound cold press watercolor paper. But let's see now how they handle on something like a cardstock for those of us who want to use this in coloring books. We're also going to go ahead and test out the Arteza Real Brush pens on this coloring canvas as well. This has been a review for the Arteza 96 count real brush pens, as well as the travel case that comes with them, and the 5.5 by 5.5 110-pound watercolor books. I really enjoyed these. I'm sure you will too. Don't forget to check the description below for your coupon code. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye!